why be so petty about something so small? So the other day, I made a video about Jack Milocco from Beardbrand, and how I've been a little disappointed with how the Beardbrand audience has treated the progression of his beard, and the progression of himself, and the progression of his content. And specifically, I pointed out the non-constructive criticism that has been going on in his comment section. This non-constructive criticism that does not help whatsoever. It's bordering on hate, and it's unwarranted. That was my opinion within the video. And the reason I found them to be unwarranted, and I still find them to be unwarranted, is because Jack is not lying. He's a great guy that just wants to give great advice, right? He's not deceiving, he's not scamming, and he's not twisting the truth. And if you want to watch the video, I'm gonna link it up here. But essentially what I do is I put everything into perspective. And I honestly don't think I did that well enough. So I'm gonna rephrase some of this. And actually the response to the video was actually fantastic. You know, it was great. It was very, very positive. No complaints whatsoever. However, I've been going around YouTube looking at a couple more videos that are similar to mine. And this variance of the same comment always pops up over and over. And it just kind of made me think. And, you know, I think I'm just going to address it here and in long form, right? Because I personally think it to be an appeal to futility. There is some logic to it, but it is not the best argument, per se. So basically, the general comment that I keep seeing over and over and over is a wording of this, right? So, why even worry about the hate? There will always be haters. As a person who puts himself out there, both online and in the public eye, so this can pertain to those that are making videos online, or they're public speakers, or, you know, they're just in a situation where they're putting themselves out there. But regardless of all that, you should build an immunity to the hate, and you should become used to it. And to this I say, absolutely. I think it's a great strategy to build some sort of an immunity to the hate, right? Some sort of a barrier, a shield per se, to guard you from all the emotional distress that taking all the negative hate to heart could cause. However, this mindset puts a large amount of responsibility on the public figure, on the content creator, and it basically puts no gauge of empathy and compassion on those that are saying unconstructive things in a nitpicky way, in a hateful way, in a racist way, however you want to put it. In fact, this mindset is an appeal to futility. You know, it's hard to influence the behaviors, you know, the posting and commenting behaviors of online trolls. So therefore, it must be futile to try to do anything about it. However, the way I see it, as someone that knows better, as someone that can put themselves in another's shoes and say, hey, perhaps that comment I'm about to send could harm them emotionally, and it's a little unwarranted. As someone that has the ability to do that, I think it is my mandate. It is my mandate to educate those that don't know any better. And typically, let's be honest, these are younger individuals that have access to the internet. This is all very new. With the advent of the internet and social media, it has become so easy to say outrageous, hateful, racist things with absolutely no repercussions. Right? Back in the day, and I'm not one of those people that says, you know, back in the day things were better, right? But the reality of the situation is, back in the day, if you had something racist, hateful to say, or whatever, you said it to someone's face. And there were dire repercussions for saying such things. Because you could get hurt very badly, You can get chewed out by a large crowd. You can get killed. Right? But with the internet, with the advent of the internet, it has become so easy to be a bully. And people don't think twice about the person, that the person behind the camera is a person too. And I think spreading the message of being able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes is a wonderful tactic for understanding compassion and empathy. However, don't get me wrong. If there is someone who is causing harm, they're scamming, they're stealing, they're manipulating, and they're misconstruing information, if they're doing any of that, then I absolutely think that that person needs to become aware of it. I still don't think that that person deserves to be harassed, per se, but I do think that a little more leniency is warranted. But let's take Jack Milocco from Beardbrand, for example. Jack Milocco is not doing any of this. He is not harming anyone. In fact, he is a man that's reaching a goal, and that is all he is. In fact, he's putting out free content on YouTube for everyone to watch and grow as he grows. Right? How is the hate that he has been receiving warranted, and how is it constructive in any way? Right? He is not scamming, he is not misleading, he is not hurting anyone. So how is it warranted? The way I see it is we're all on this journey of life together. We're all on the same earth, and we're all sharing the same resources, and the survival of the human race is completely dependent on whether we get along, and whether we are kind to each other, and whether we are compassionate to each other. Why be so petty about something so small, just to get that trollish urge out of you, just to get that, I don't know what it is, but all I know is I used to have it, right? I used to have this type of behavior all of the time. When I was younger, and I was on YouTube watching random videos, and I would make hateful comments for no reason, completely unwarranted, as if I had intention to harm. But I just started putting myself in the other person's shoes, and I started realizing, what am I doing? What is the point of this? And somewhere along the line, you will learn that satisfying that urge to fight with people online and to get those reactions, you know, oh, just trolling, dude. It's not worth the fact that the people on the other side of the camera might take it the wrong way, despite that shield that they have established. Some of them just sneak through and they really hit home. And this person who is not causing harm to anyone could potentially get discouraged. Before you send these comments, think to yourself these two things. First of all, would I want to receive that comment, or a comment similar, one that grates against your goals just as much as you're grating against theirs? Would you like to receive that comment, and how would it make you feel? It's not worth it. But do you know what is worth it? Constructive criticism. Hey, guy who's not harming anyone and has no intention to harm anyone here on this internet video. Hey, I really liked this aspect of the video, and I think this video would be even better if you included this. Now we're getting constructive. Now compare this to shit video, dude. Shit editing. You should feel bad about this one. What is that accomplishing? Guys, let me remind you that we are all on this journey called life together. Right? What is the point of putting another person down, especially one who is just starting just starting to build a business, or they're in the early stages and they're already scared. They are so fucking scared, right? They're putting themselves out here for the first time, and there's already people shitting on them in the comment section. That makes me so mad, because these people have so much potential. And I'm sorry for all the swears, guys, but it really makes me mad. What is the point of putting these people down when they're trying to build a legacy? Rather than putting others down, build your own legacy. Won't that be more constructive? And won't you feel better about yourself in that way, other than putting others down? So in summary, be the best person that you can be, both in person and online. You may think there are no repercussions to, being an online bully, but there are. It's upon your brain, and I'm almost certain that it's carrying through into your real life, and it's carrying on to the way you treat people, face to face. There has to be some form of carryover there, because you're steeping yourself in that negative environment all the time when you're in home. It's going to rub off in your real life relationships, and it is going to hurt you. So become better, as I did, a former self-confessed internet bully. Become better at identifying, those that are not doing any harm, and those that are, harming and scamming and, physically harming or emotionally harming others. Make that distinction between the two people, and be more aware of who deserves what type of treatment the person deserves in terms of how they treat others. And I promise you that raised awareness will carry over into your real life. You will become more polarizing. You will become more influential. You will become more liked. And perhaps that's why you're embarking in this type of behavior online. I know that was my case. I wasn't very much liked at public school. In fact, I was bullied in public school. And I think that was my way to vent, was to bully random people online. But that is not justification. And if you're using it as such, then please, I invite you to change your ways. Because if you do this, then your real life will become so much better. So if you like this video, then do me a huge favor, guys, and thrust your mighty axe upon that like button, and more importantly, that subscribe button. Because I put a lot of effort into this content, a lot of emotional energy into this content. So please, do that for me, and hopefully I can give back with the best content possible. So have a great night, guys.